Bro, it's day one, bro. It's day one. Come on,
We're back, baby.
We rusty, bro.
Yo,
No, I don't think this is wrong. I think this is mid-season 4.
listen, man.
Yes, sir. You know the fucking vibes. NYCFC Forever podcast is back. We outside once again. Season 6 of the NYCFC Forever podcast. This is the 5th year doing it. 6th season.
5th year doing
Yeah, 2020 we started, baby.
20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 6th season 6.
That's what I'm saying. Season 6, man. Season 6.
Wow.
We've been doing it for a long time, guys. Support a podcast started
Hello,
by supporters.
everybody.
Welcome to the
Created by supporters.
at least for me, non-dry January.
Been doing content for years.
Hell yeah, bro.
Content for years. We were going down the rabbit hole the other day about the content we used to do. You used to do really back in 2016 at the restaurant. Remember the restaurant, the Bolivian restaurant?
Oh,
The
yeah.
Bolivian restaurant.
Remember
Yeah.
we used to have our meetings. I have a photo. Like,
Yeah.
Shit.
Back when,
yes.
Remember when the Cosmo fans came and egged us?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that was the time.
Throwback.
shouts to
Now-
the salchipapas from there. Those shit's
Oh my God, man, good deal.
There's like an oil they put to those fries.
Yeah, straight in, straight out, bro.
Yo,
For
That's
real.
what, yo, that's
I
what
forgot the
happens.
name of the
bro.
restaurant.
Been out here for a
Cumbre.
minute. Yo, I got a
Cumbre.
I have a new drop. I
Shouts
gotta
to
send
Cumbre.
it to you, bro.
Oh,
Well,
we know what
It's
we need.
the new. Did I tell you about it?
No. I'm now that you said that. Now we think
Well,
about
I'm
the
waiting
song.
for it.
Listen, when this season kicks off, it'll be
Yeah.
there because it's for when somebody fucks up. It's gonna be.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
It's gonna be our
Hey,
new.
yo,
Put
what
them in
the
the fucking
fuck?
bathroom.
I always say
think,
that our like when we come back in January,
Yeah.
like our January episodes are our preseason.
This is
And then
definitely
it's
our
like
preseason, bro.
like the episode that we do on talking about whenever the kit gets released is like the match before the season
Yeah,
starts.
yeah.
Like I always
Oh,
feel like
yeah.
that's how I time these like this time of the year because
Yeah, because this, it's not consistent right now. There's not a lot of news, but we wanted to.
City is back up, it's a must, we outside.
I don't know if we back up, but
We're back up. We're back
shout.
up.
The
We're
Knicks
back
are
up.
not doing that well anymore.
The
like,
Knickerbockers are
the
they're
Giants
doing
and
okay.
the Jets are not in the playoffs. The Brooklyn Nets, I don't know. I don't follow
matter.
them at all. Who cares?
no important.
I do want to say one thing though. I want to pause real quick right now, and because there's a lot of shit going on in the world that's more important than this podcast. That's
Definitely.
more important than listening to the three knuckleheads here. Shouts to the firefighters
Facts.
and the EMT workers and
All
and,
first responders that are
first
out there.
responders and the fucking people who volunteer for animals out in California. Them fires is crazy, bro. That shit
yeah.
is very sad. I don't have a lot of people that I know from California. Maybe I would say less than 10. Everybody that I know from out there are doing fine.
My cousin had to evacuate. He lives in West Hollywood. I don't even think he's been back home yet.
Damn.
Because they're still in the path of the
second wave.
the big fire, the Palisades one.
Yeah, the Palisades
That's the one going towards his direction. He
Jesus Christ,
actually
man.
cut the power off in his neighborhood. The city cut the power off already.
Yeah.
On Friday, that's Friday, just precautionary. So when it gets there, there's no other things. But
It's crazy. And
it's pretty scary out there, buddy.
Nah, it is,
when was
man. It is.
Just a couple of months ago, like
That's wearing his
we went through
California hat.
NYC.
nice.
Yeah.
We went through a
It's hemp.
very California. We went through a drought here in New York for a little bit.
There's
and
a
we
weed
kinda-
pocket in here, bro.
It's definitely him.
That definitely hemp. But like we saw a little bit of like what that could look like.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. And mind you, ours was like maybe 40 days or something like that. They been going like 8 months.
What's that one say?
They almost had us.
Oh damn!
Fuck, man. This is supposed to be the nice part, bro, of the podcast.
Oh,
We can't be the bad guys all the time.
But it's a serious moment, but we
It
still
is
like to have a little
serious-
fun.
we do.
It's
Nah,
very
we do.
scary.
It's bro. People, it's bad, man. It's
Yeah.
people have to restart their
everything, bro.
everything.
Because the insurance don't even pay out for
Exactly.
that.
75,000 policies were
Luigi, where are you?
75,000 policies where insurance policies had the fire coverage removed in the past few months.
Wow.
In that area,
And that happens a lot.
75,000 homes.
That's I've seen when I was out living out west. I've seen the sides of mountains. They just have natural wildfires. I think.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything like
Nah, bro,
crazy, but you be driving down the highway and you can see pockets of just
It's
shit's
the
on
wind,
fire.
bro. They're getting winds of 100 miles per hour. Like you can't stop it.
Yeah.
I saw a video of like trucks being like semi trucks just on tilted over on the side of the road during the whole time because that's how strong the winds are or were. It's nuts, and they're getting a second wave. So hopefully, if you're out there, I know some people out there listen to us. Like, be safe.
Yeah, for real. For real.
Move out.
And if there's places, I don't know, that we should try to find maybe a reputable, I don't know, some kind of service to maybe donate. We could put the link in the podcast, just I'll put it in there.
Yeah, I've seen
I'm sure people need help out there. So.
I reached out to my friend. She's out there. She's safe, but it got close. And
a good friend of mine too. His was like, I want to say less than 5 miles from his
that's too.
He
close,
was on
man.
his block and he could see the smoke coming over.
That's too close, man.
They were just waiting for the evacuation notice, but it never came. But
Bro.
anyway, man, NYCFC guys,
Bro.
6 seasons doing this podcast. We are vets at this shit, yo.
Yes.
Isn't that crazy?
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? How you
Hey.
doing? You know.
But
Fucking dons of this shit.
Some might say that we are the revolutionaries of this.
The revolutionaries.
In the sense that
the visionaries.
Not to brag or anything, but maybe our entry into the NYCFC podcast world pushed the other podcasts to level up also. And now that's why
I think we all leveled up at
and
this
that's
point,
why
yeah.
there's so much good NYCFC related pods out there that I'm talking about really good, strong,
Hell yeah. Shouts to Blue Balls.
informative podcasts.
Shouts to Blue City Radio.
This community is great.
Shouts to City Boys.
and no bullshit.
Post 90 pod.
Post 90
lot.
Pod. Hell
Even
yeah.
the Hudson River Blue pod is pretty decent too. That's
Yeah.
pretty good. Those are short episodes which are really informative also.
Sometimes you need them shorts, man.
Bro,
Yeah.
honestly, I think if I see like his finger, and then I went for days to like.
Yo, for those listening, Yousef's wearing shorts and
Yeah, 'cause
Sanchez just pointed at his shorts, but it threw me off, bro.
I'm pointing at his thighs, bro.
Hey, bro. What is it?
That was hilarious.
Short shorts. He's on some real like.
I'm at my crib.
I'm on my Action Bronson tip right now.
I was gonna say real Bushwick sweater, fleece,
I'm actually
fitted,
Bronson.
and some shorts.
Action Bronson right now. That's
Facts,
all. I'm loving. He was at Donovan's the other day too. Shouts to him. Nah, but
I woke up, saw the earth. Mom's pizza is great.
Yo, he just be rapping, bro. He just be
tells you
saying
shit.
whatever and shit.
tells
yo.
you shit. 3 motherfuckers
He raps.
on the couch.
He raps like he has the tinfoil hat on.
He does, bro.
Like,
Bro,
He does.
I think his one of him probably my favorite line from him is pillow talking with Dominican mothers.
Son, he's wild, bro.
Like
opportunity be knocking.
chilling in a Chevy Impala, eating Impala meat that I got from Joe Rogan with Hulk Hogan doing hoes and ho-hosing. That's the Action Bronson line right there, bro.
yo,
Eating cheddar cheese sandwiches sprinkled from the earth.
he has wine. He has wine now and like olive oil.
You ever seen this dude just drink olive oil?
Yeah, I'm drinking olive oil.
You've drank olive oil?
Yeah, extra
That's
virgin olive oil.
insane,
Hell
bro.
yeah.
How was the shits afterwards, yo?
I kind of want to ask about that experience, but I feel like that's gonna be a rabbit hole.
No, because it's if you get really, really good olive oil, why can't you drink it?
I don't know, bro.
It's just something that
Because
never
for me,
occurred to me. Yeah.
for me, I'm just saying.
It's not just for deep frying shit, bro.
I was gonna say, bro.
Olive oil goes on salads,
It goes
on bread.
bro.
All the things he don't eat.
Yo, for real. Nah, but now that I think of it, I have had fish oil,
Yeah.
like the pills and shit. Yeah,
Why
it's
can't
supposed
you
to be-
eat olive oil?
I forgot what was it? That they
I don't
told
know.
us?
It just
The
looked
purity,
foreign
it
to
helps
me, bro.
with the skin.
That's what was it that they told us that fish oil was for growing up?
Good for omega 3s.
Oh, okay, there you go.
What's
I'm
omega 3s for?
Protein. I don't know.
something.
Something is good for something, bro.
Bobby Kennedy, let me know.
Word. But back to the original point. I think NYCFC has the most, at least from what I can see online.
Yeah.
Like we have a lot of people creating content
A
around
strong
the team.
podcast presence for an MLS team.
Yeah. And then
Fan base products.
and not everyone is the same. It's like everyone is very unique in their own way.
Everybody doing their own thing and shit.
Because
Love
I've
it.
seen other teams like that they have multiple podcasts, and I'll just because you go and listen, and I'm like, oh, it's kind of the same thing.
I want if Andy Bahania is listening, if he listens to this podcast, I want away days again. Bring that back.
Yeah,
the little videos he was
yeah,
doing
bro. Those
when
shits
he
were
was
mad
when
fun.
he was stalking Patrick Vieira
Yep.
in LA
Yep.
and forced his way into the elevator, the most awkward, uncomfortable
Hey,
elevator
man, you
ride.
get in, you get
That's
in.
not
and
real.
out.
If you think about it
Get
now,
in, bro.
if you think about it now, hold up. Now that I think about it, what those videos specifically, right, from Andy, in a way, those were kind of ahead of their time because all that really is those in real life streamers.
Well, he's vlogs. He's
It's called a vlog. Yeah,
He's
he's just
vlogging.
vlogging.
But like the streamer guys who be walking around and harassing people,
Yeah.
He was vlogging.
Yeah.
it just wasn't live.
If you guys didn't
streamed, live
if you-
streamed, but
Live streamed,
like in theory,
Yeah,
like it's a concept that
If you're out there,
there
you've
is a
never
void
seen
for that.
it.
There is a void for that.
Yeah, if you're out there, you've never seen it. Look up. It was Away Days 420 was the page.
I think it was Away Days 420.
I want to say that was the
Or
YouTube
the other way,
page.
420 away days.
Yeah, just look up Away Days NYCFC and you'll probably find
Yeah.
it. And
He had a couple videos. The best ones.
and
I
we'll
think
find it and we'll link it in the bio.
the best videos he made, I think, were the song parody ones where he had like little graphics and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
When he had like little videos, those were like pretty good. Remember he did the one with when we were singing after the Rebel game, US Open Cup back in 2017 maybe, and it was like we were singing the Jersey Boy stuff,
Yes.
the Frankie Valli and the Four
Yeah,
Seasons
yeah,
songs.
yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
And then
yeah.
he came out with like South Park character-esque type characters
Yeah,
with
yeah,
us.
yeah.
Nah, bro.
That was
creative,
great.
bro.
Yeah, that was pretty
creative.
good. Yeah, that was good. Those were good.
Real
videos right
stoner
there.
humor right
Real
there.
deep.
Yes,
Yeah.
really is real dazed and confused stuff. Really, there's a void in that. Andy, if you, you're,
And if you got the time, the energy, and the want to do it, because at the end of the day, you got to want to do it.
Just
Bring a couple
bring it back.
episodes back, man. Do some,
even if it was
do
like
some away
one a
days and
month or
shit.
something.
Yeah.
Just-
One away day a month. Hell
But
yeah.
nah, I really like now that you guys are mentioning, like it really dawned on me, like no other team I think has as diverse of voices.
At least from what I've
Talking-
seen.
yeah.
I haven't.
and even the
Pro-
big
I'm
the
good
big
with
clubs like
proving people
Miami
wrong.
doesn't have
Nah.
that many pods. It has the battered
There's
hair.
battered. There's footy. Miami, I think it's called. I think two. Yeah, two. really.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like there's not that many much diversity within the teams of options to choose from in the pod spheres.
Oh.
And I'm glad we're back for season 6 for us, which is now this is season 11 for NYCFC, right?
Correct.
Yeah, this is the 11th season.
10-year anniversary.
10 years, yeah.
Since we played our first match in March of 2015.
Bro.
All these things are coming back. I'm really excited, looking forward. There's a lot of things, and there's going to be some changes for us as well
Yeah, big changes.
in the personal world and in the pod sphere. And when we're ready to
you'll
to
see
announce
that.
these things, we'll let the people know obviously
Yeah.
what the changes will be. And
I feel for me there's an excitement coming into this year.
don't worry,
that-
guys, we're not kicking nobody out this year.
God, yeah. Shouts to Irv. Love you, buddy.
I love you too, Irv. How you doing?
And for the record, he did not get kicked out. Okay.
Bro. You know people are gonna just not even they can't say clip it. They're just gonna run with this.
Listen, I didn't say it. He said it, bro.
Day one, we still gotta.
I'm gonna send him this clip, yo,
Oh, man.
so y'all can fight in the parking lot, yo. And then hug it out afterwards, bro.
What'd you call it? My whole
I was gonna say something crazy.
I'm very excited for this year. I don't know. I have this thing about like this. It's not like a whole. I don't take it with like I have, like New Year's resolutions or goals and stuff.
Yeah.
It's more of the like. I feel like a lot of this year is a year where a lot of people have like your realizations came already of like what you need to do or where you need to be. what you need to have, like all that stuff. And this year is the year where you're gonna go, where people are gonna like get into those spaces. And I'm just excited for what this year's. I don't know. I just want to be positive coming into the year.
The self-reflection, the epiphanies of life.
Yeah, like 24 was a lot of
for the people
that.
who we've known since the beginning. We're all 10, 11, 12 years older than when we first met.
Yep.
So now, like, if you weren't an adult, then now you definitely are.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know, and this is leading to people having these moments in their personal lives where they're figuring out what they're gonna do, how they're gonna move forward.
It's transitional,
and it's a very transitional period. The country, the economy, the geopolitical stuff, our personal lives. It's a year of change and a year of growth.
Oh, yeah.
And hopefully this also translates onto our team.
Yeah.
Because it is a year of change and year of growth. There's a new coach.
Yep, new coach, brand new coach.
There's some new players that came in, a couple players that went out. So there's a lot. It's a very transition period for everybody involved in the New York City FC world.
I think we're good. And for those that don't like it, but 2025 is the first full year of the new badge, right?
Not on our jerseys.
Not on the jerseys, but
but in all marketing,
shebang,
branding.
gotcha.
The new badge is going to be. Is that the new badge on your head?
No, that's the old one.
No, there's the last hat that was made with the old badge.
I missed the
Or
sale,
old
bro.
Monogram.
Missed the sale.
Bro, I saw that shit called the
missed the
deal.
sale.
I sent the link. I did
No,
my
you
job.
did. You
I
did.
did my
You
job.
definitely did. I
Yeah,
even
but-
had it in the cart. Yo.
But you know how the 1st and 15th?
Yeah.
I feel you.
It was like the 22nd, bro.
Exactly, bro. I was hurting, bro.
You know what I mean? Like,
Hurting.
yeah, we're waiting for that check to come in.
I'm with you.
That EBT card to reload, bro.
That milk.
You know what's funny?
That milk is expensive.
How much is
dog.
milk nowadays?
Word.
55.
Papa Doobie?
55?
$55 for
The formula?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't use that one.
The formula?
The formula.
It's $55 for
the big one. Yeah,
And for us non-fathers, how long would that last?
probably 2 weeks.
How many bottles is that?
I don't know. I would have to do the math, but a lot of bottles.
So
we'll get back to
110 a month just on milk.
Yeah, maybe a little more.
That's just one component.
But that's
of a lot
that's only
of
like
things.
$3 and change a day. If you break it down like that.
Break down like that. It's not that. It's
So-
not that
no,
bad.
no,
You know, in my head, all I heard was for $1 a day you can do
Listen, yeah,
for
man.
$3.75.
Because you could get cheap. You could get a cheaper brand. The one
Yeah.
we buy is 55.
You know, I know a guy who
Yo, you let me know, bro.
I
'cause-
told you.
Nah, you did, and you know,
I told you to give me the brand and I'll get the you know?
Jay Black did too. He had the whole come up, and then wifey had the same come up, and she was like,
I know a guy that's always behind the truck when they fall off.
I got you
Gotcha.
right now. After this podcast,
know what I
I
mean?
got you, brother. His brother,
just happens to be there when a lot of locks open up.
yo,
Hey,
let me tell you
it's
something.
good to have those.
So sometimes CVS be wilding out. They be like, yo, 40% off
Okay.
on this brand. And we like, that's our brand. Let's fucking get it. So one time,
Let's stock up. Let's stock up.
son, one time I had the 40. Bam. Used it. The lady gave me the receipt, and I was like, I'm about to get another one. She was like, go get another one. So I got 2 for the price of one. That shit was it, bro.
But
Man's pushing peas.
Pushing peas out here, she heard?
he's like,
Came back with 2 of them hoes. Like, yeah.
that was a
Let's
good strut.
go.
Like
What?
that walk back to the
Come
house. was
on,
like,
dog. That shit $55, dog.
Nah, bro,
That shit's expensive.
I commend you. I commend you.
So that hat was like,
It's like
I'll just
feed,
wait.
feed the baby for 2 weeks.
oh, look, have a dope hat.
But we don't have to buy that. We don't have to buy it as much now.
Or you
'cause
look good
she's-
forever.
Nah, but
Yo,
I,
she's eating food now. So,
She's back. She's up on arroz con candule.
yep.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay, look at Doobie Pops over here.
get that
She,
protein.
she eats once or twice a day.
Okay.
Real food and shit. So,
Yousef too, if you can't tell.
All of us, if you can't tell. Hey, acting like you can't stay behind.
hey, man. I'm not going to sit here and act like I want to eat them chips.
If you was to take a little sip of that formula too.
I never have, yo.
No, you're not even to taste to see if it.
You gotta do the
Nah.
what is it on the that?
Nah, he got the little laser pointer there.
Nah, you know what? I don't want to get
Oh, no,
too
oh,
much
is it
into
here? I
it,
don't know.
but we don't. Yeah,
I'm with you. I'm
we
with
good.
you.
We got. If we remember, I'll tell you what we do.
Listen,
afterwards.
I got you. Got you.
Back onto the milk. These young kids getting signed from the homegrown.
Yo,
the
for
homegrown.
real.
You know what I mean?
We got another.
I like the one from Prince.
Yeah, Prince from the Bronx.
Because when
I know-
he first got signed, he was talking like this.
Yo.
Now he probably sound like, "Hey, ladies."
Something.
Oh shit,
Bro.
Is he from the Bronx?
Yeah,
He's from the BX,
well,
right?
he's from Ghana.
From
but
Ghana,
he's
yeah.
from the
Son,
I can't. If
this
I could-
podcast about to get canceled.
Hey, yo, what the
Bro,
it's about
it's
to get
day
canceled,
one, bro. It's day one.
Come on,
We're
we-
back, baby.
We rusty, bro.
Yo,
No, I don't think this is wrong. I think this is mid-season 4.
listen, man.
Oh shit.
Oh, man.
This is funny, man.
I think I can't even say what's in my mind right now.
Hey, yo.
But
yes.
back to Prince.
Prince.
Men in Blazers did a video on him 7 years ago.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
Yes,
When he was very
when he
high
did
and
like a
shit.
5-minute little film on his journey of being an academy player for New York City FC, his 2.5-hour trip to training in Queens from the Bronx, wild, taking multiple trains, buses to try to fulfill his dream.
What part of the Bronx is he from? That it takes 2.5 hours to get to
Son,
fucking.
So
Queens?
hold on.
He must
I
be
wanna
from
call
your
out-
uptown, like
Nah,
uptown.
I'm calling
No, for
out.
real.
Hold
But
on,
he might
I'm
be
calling
from-
out. I'm calling.
No. Lies. He lives by Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, I'm calling out that fucking video. I mean, it's old, so it doesn't even matter. They purposely made his trek, though none of that what he took is actually how he gets to where he needs to get to.
False.
Like, bro,
He said it. He said he takes the what's it, the B
bro, every
to
train,
the 7
the
to the E.
yeah, he's taking the
to
4 train.
4 to no, he's taking the B.
He's taking the 4 train, bro.
He said he's taking the B.
In the video, though, as he's talking, he's getting off. He's getting on 176 on my stop, in my mom's stop. He's getting on 176 on the 4 train.
Interesting.
That's what I'm saying. It's not coinciding with his travel.
But
It's
maybe
like-
he takes the 4
So I think-
to the B because he says
No.
he takes the B.
So I know he's not. Hear me out. What he said is yes, his trip. But I think what the people that were recording the video were like purposely having him get like he was getting off at 149th to take the what train. There was only the 2, 3, and the 4 there
the one on 149.
on 149th. What were you getting off there? If you're taking the B train.
Because he's saying he was taking the
He was getting off in random stops, like kind of like so they wanted to make it seem like yo, you getting off at another stop and then another stop
That's
and then
some New
another
York
stop.
shit to.
So they were like the editors and
bro.
the
He's like
videographers
everybody else. He got lost.
yeah. There's no GPS back then.
He's a
No
child.
GPS.
He was a child
He
taking
was-
the train.
He was 10 years
Hey,
old.
bro.
He didn't know what he was doing.
Man,
You know what I mean?
I was taking buses when I was just chilling my hand with that green Metro
But
card.
what we're getting at is that it's so
It's a
cool
local.
that this kid was featured, and then when that video dropped years ago, it was a point where it was like, this is really cool to see.
Yeah.
Especially seeing such a big brand of Men in Blazers highlighting this kid. To fast forward, graduated from Wake Forest.
Yep.
Yep.
I believe was their captain. Signs a homegrown deal with us. You know?
That Wake Forest connect with Jack Harrison.
Yeah.
I think this kid might have a legit chance of playing.
I mean,
Let's go.
This
How old
year.
is he?
21. This year playing.
he was well regarded in college, like
Especially with this new you saw some of the new roster rules that came out?
Just
Bro, I ain't gonna hold you.
what you sent us.
I saw them. Can I tell you if I understand them today, right now?
Yes.
No.
So
Not
there was this
fully.
one thing that I want to highlight about academy players, that they're going to allow academy players who are not signed to the roster to appear in up to 6 MLS matches now.
Which
Oh,
is
nice.
Without
way
having
more
to
than last time.
without having to sign them for 10-day contracts, what they were doing before.
Then they had a max of what, 2 or 3 I think?
Appearances, something like that, yeah.
It was nothing almost.
Now they bumped it up, which opens the doors for like U.S. Open Cup, possibly
It's unlimited for cup competitions.
the Leagues Cup stuff. It opens these doors now for players, and I feel like this kid Prince, one way or another, through a mechanism, through something, or her just straight up just being better than what we have.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna play. Out of all the kids that were signed this offseason from the academy, I think he's the one that has the
Center
highest.
back, right?
He's a center
he's
back.
a center back, yeah.
I think left-footed center back too. I believe.
Nice.
I think, yeah, especially with I think the amount of time that Risa was injured last year.
Yeah.
It's you could tell that I think if he gets injured like that again, you're gonna definitely see him.
So he's really exciting. The other kids, I don't really want to like getting into too many to the academy kids because, you know,
But it's just good that we're signing. We're
yes,
having.
I like the fact that we sign academy kids. I don't like the fact that they don't get as much playing time to convince me or convince them to want to, or future generations to stay long term. But that's a different discussion.
Yeah.
But I like how we're in this transitional period that maybe we haven't seen any signings.
Yeah.
From the outside transfer portals and stuff like that. Maybe we're leaning into this era where the youth might get pushed now. If not this season, build a system into where the youth is going to start playing.
I want to comment on that. I forgot to mention that in the second part of this podcast episode,
Yes.
we
We have an interview with so we interviewed Brian Wijker. He is a podcaster, a journalist, and also, but more importantly, he's a supporter of AZ, which is the club where PASCAL,
AZ
JANSEN,
Akmar.
He got his footing on.
So
when it comes to being a manager,
real quick, we
so
didn't even,
so stay tuned for that.
we didn't even mention that we got a coach yet.
yeah.
So
I want to go back.
But hold on. But I wanted to just bring that up because you talk about the youth.
Mhm.
The coach, Pascal Jensen, very youth heavy.
yeah,
So-
he has a history of playing with
Do you
younger
remember
players.
who we drafted?
We signed a kid from
He's
Vermont.
because he's very big. He's like well regarded.
The kid from Vermont.
Yeah.
who was their captain coming off a national championship, a Cinderella story type
Yeah.
championship.
Hold on.
I think he's an attacking player. I believe.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
Let me
I think
just
he's a-
let me just
let me
say that
just
up
say
real quick. I just wanted to like highlight him because
So real quick, Pascal Jansen, we signed a coach. We have a coach.
Yeah.
It's
Got a
kind of not
coach.
how I wanted to lead into the coach, but we signed the coach. Initially, you're like, who? As usual, we're NYCFC. We always have to Google our coaches because we don't know who they are off the top of our heads. But this guy has a kind of an impressive coaching resume in the sense of how he's built up his career to where he's at now. And the fact that he was at a team who was currently in Europa League, successfully in Europa League, that they were probably going to advance into the next round, and you don't know what happened. Whatever.
so I have his name. Sorry.
What was that? So, I think having this coach right now is probably the best hire if we are going to transition to a youth-centric vision. On top of the fact that our team, as it is I think top 5 in the league in youngest ages as a medium age group, a median age for a team. So we're already a relatively young team. So I think I understand the reasoning why go after a coach who's a builder of players.
Yeah.
I think I like that. His style of play is very connected to what we already do, the 4-2-3-1. All these things are working in our favor, and I skeptical always, but I think we could look forward to something very positive happening this year. Even if it's not, let's say worst case scenario, it's not succeeding in the playoffs or whatever. But I think worst case silver lining is that he's going to grow the players we have. Our team is going to improve. The end result might not be what we want, but we could see where we're going. And that's something we haven't had. Even when Ronnie Dyla was here, we didn't have, no one knew which direction we were going. What is this team going to be in a couple years? We didn't really know that.
We're big
Who's back in the league, by the way. He's
Yeah,
now the
he's
head coach
Atlanta.
of Atlanta United.
Atlanta United, who had very good things to say about New York City.
Yeah.
Saying that he was actually
Now he does, right?
yes, actually very happy that we're getting our stadium, that we deserve a stadium, that he looks forward to coming back here to play us. All these things. He had very good things to say.
He's excited for it.
Do you
Yeah.
big him up? Do you clap when he comes?
I still have my Dyla out banner in the trunk of my car.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I think overall, I think he gets applauses.
It's with the spare. I swear to God. Swear down.
I feel like
mate.
I've seen it.
Swear down, mate.
Swear
Swear down, mate. Nah, I think he gets an applause. But just
So-
Max Murray is the name of our draft.
Yes.
We had 5.
Yeah, we actually drafted 5 draft picks.
Yeah.
Nobody's signed yet to the main roster or to the 2 team and that's all.
the main roster.
That's gonna happen.
I think Max Murray gets a
I think that's
Sorry, what position is Max?
he's
Sorry.
a defender as well.
Okay.
I think this is gonna be obviously through preseason. We're gonna
Yeah.
see what happens.
Camp Cupcake.
We also
Coach.
lost a lot of key players at NYC too, so maybe they go there, and that's fine. Also, you know,
But with all those, like you said, those rule changes of like just
they can come up and down.
I think if I could be wrong, but I think I read unlimited appearances in cup competitions, bro. If that's like their MLS's sort of pseudo way of saying, okay, everybody can participate in the U.S. Cup, then you know that that those players are going to be the ones
The
fielding.
Leagues Cup format hasn't been announced yet,
But we all sort of can infer.
There's all sorts
rumors and
of
whatnot.
skepticism of is it really going to happen? Is the format that we've come to know not going to be anymore? That's justice from Get Rich or Die Trying.
So again, this season is looking like there could be a lot of stuff at play because a lot of teams are in a lot of competitions. Like Miami is going to go globetrotting again. I'm not going to say anything about what our chances are because it's too. We have no anything like especially with the new coach. But man, if chances are there for us, we need to be able to be in positions to take advantage, like do the dirty work. You know, like hey, somebody goes down injured, then
so
let's
many
have the
more
people there to come
opportunities
up.
for players to, even if they make game day rosters, get the feel of the pregame, the warm ups, the rituals, the stadium, the sites, practicing on this field, practicing in front of people, being in front of people, all these things, all good learning things. Christian McFarland's on his way out. One of the draft picks is a left back. The other kid we signed, the homegrown kid. What's the other kid? The academy kid, the Spanish kid.
Oh, I have him right here.
The Papi right there. He's a left back.
Jacob Arroyo.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a midfielder, but he could play back there. Yeah.
Christian McFarland signed for Man City.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that was inevitable.
Yes, but now it's official.
It's official. Is it official?
It's inevitable. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. They're gonna announce it when he turns 18.
Okay.
When he turns 18, it's gonna happen.
Yeah. But
So
we also lost James Sands.
James Sands made his debut for
St. Pauli.
St. Pauli.
St. Pauli. I don't know. I feel like I go to
How you pronouncing that?
Why are you saying
St. Pauli?
Why are you saying it in Italian, bro?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Isn't it German?
Yeah,
It is. I don't know why. I feel like saying St. Pauli.
Listen, for what everybody says, the jersey, that brown
It's atrocious. I'm sorry, bro.
Shit brown.
is an acquired taste.
It is, bro.
Like
That brown jersey
shouts
is
to
like it?
yeah, that fuck with it. But
it's.
You like it?
Remember what your friend got caught in the crossfire?
No.
Oh my god!
Because what you had said the thing earlier, what I didn't want to say was because of that. I was like,
Yeah.
Inside joke time, guys. Sorry.
oh man,
That
No.
was wild.
No.
Wild.
but so he's out to loan, and I feel like
Good for him.
Who was it? I might have been you blue balls out there that put out the That's the way that sentence came out
I know.
is crazy.
I know.
but I think they put out the tweet where it was like don't get used to St. James Sands or like
In October.
yeah like early or like. Or,
I think it was when he scored the goal against Miami. It was around that time period. It might have been
yeah
September.
like don't get
Bing
used.
bong.
Don't get
And-
used to seeing James Sands in New York for too long.
Yeah. So and he kind of made it. It was like not really a secret. He made it known that he wanted to go back to Europe, and this is a big opportunity for him. Like,
I would have to
Americans-
follow
I'm
that
not
team
mad-
now.
I'm not
Americans
mad at it.
don't really get a second chance
Yeah.
in Europe.
And
Yeah,
he-
this is crazy.
And he was
Yeah.
there. His first match on the bench, he made an appearance.
Also, they gave him number 6.
Oh shit.
So
He's like, yo,
That's a big deal.
that means he's going to play,
he
I
got
guess,
his
right?
playing.
He got his
Yeah.
big voice.
Wow.
So
Who else we lost?
How
bro?
did he do, by the way?
he played like 13 minutes. You know, his first game, a little bit of rust.
game, yeah.
They
Little bit of-
lost, but
a little bit of ring
They
rust.
were already losing when he came on. I think he came on more as a like, let's just hold this down and not make it any worse.
Yeah, make
so
it
it was 1-0.
Okay.
I think they lost to Frankfurt.
They're in the top league, right? Bundesliga?
Yeah.
They're trying to stay up.
Yeah.
Maxi Morales resigned.
Maxis
yes.
re-signed.
Which
That was cool.
you read his post?
Some people are saying are on the side that like, why are we resigning him? this isn't that. Like, we need to move forward. I kind of agree with that, but I also say, like, no, we need leadership.
Yeah.
This team is too young not to have.
Very young.
I want to
have
read you.
an OG
I want to
like
read
him.
you his post. So
1 second. And I feel like Maxi Morales, I agree with, maybe he can't be the center. Like, he can't be the main focus of this team.
No.
Like he was in championship year and back.
Yeah.
And even last year for a moment that we
He became that, yeah.
He became
We-
that. You want me to read it in the English or Spanish?
English.
English? All right. Hopefully this is somebody else translated for
Hold on, time out. You finished what you were saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm very happy to be able to continue for another year in this family. I would like to thank every part of this beautiful club. Thank you, David Lee, Brad Sims, and Coach Pascal for continuing to trust me. Without a doubt, I am very excited to continue helping so that together we can continue to grow and become bigger, helping each teammate and especially the young people to know and appreciate what it's like to be in this club. Thank you for so much love, and let's go for another cup together. So when he says it,
9 years, bro.
When he says it in Spanish, I feel like he gets I get the vibe of, like, I think it's something that we've alluded to in the last year and a half.
He's gonna accept the role of the OG.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
he's there.
you need
He's
that.
there more for tutelage at this point. Like,
Yeah.
like the guy who teaches you, hey, this in this club, this is
How
how,
to
we
be a
do
pro.
it. Yeah,
Buddy, we've been around 11 years. He's been there for 9.
yeah. So he's like,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and so now that's the value. Like,
Buddy.
we gotta. I understand. Yeah, he's old.
OG,
of his age.
OG. Like,
That's who he is.
Yeah.
So now, and he's like super embracing that role of, I know what I'm here for.
Yep.
Bring on, all right, the young guys. All right, I gotcha. Don't let Santi not be that guy. Like, that's not Santi's role right now. Like,
he don't even got to start. I think he just got to
Just be around.
in the locker room.
You gotta be the
Yeah,
OG.
he's
You
a glue guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He gotta be the
He's OG glue guy.
like,
Like,
the capo. You know, he
Oh,
gotta be
yeah.
the main dude and be like, hey
Yeah.
guys, this is how we doing this. Hey,
was
you
this
know?
dude in the Heat? He recently at Udonis. Is Haslam?
Udonis Haslem.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Never played, but he was there to.
He was just that guy.
He was the leader on the
Yeah.
club. The
They
team,
needed
locker
him
room.
in the locker room,
Yeah.
because of who he was. That's who Max is gonna
The
be.
respect level,
Maybe
you know?
not as like a, maybe not like a fighter, but
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I'm happy
He's
about
a-
it. I think it's a good thing.
I am optimistic, cautiously optimistic, only because we're entering mid January.
Yeah.
There is no real signings outside what we just mentioned. Nobody, no big name coming in, no transfer fees, none of that stuff going on.
Nothing crazy.
We got the Jovan Mijatovic
Bro.
situation going on right now.
son,
He had like a little. He's in Serbia, running his mouth on the media everywhere. Apparently, talking about I don't want to go back.
I'm
Yeah.
good on him, bro.
Yeah.
I'm okay
good.
with that too. I was good on him last year.
Yeah,
Like,
I've seen people on Twitter saying like, like if I'm somebody, like, I'm on the phone right away. I'm like, bro,
Nothing
Nah.
about his game
yeah,
was like,
But-
I want that back.
I need you guys to remember this, and the people's co-sign this. I called it last offseason when we signed him, when he was such a highly rated player and he had offers from other teams in Europe.
Yeah.
That he was going to be a one and done here. I said it because he is someone who is similar to Thales Magno, who's getting so many offers
Yeah.
that he's not gonna want to be here for the long run, because he's like, no, I got to go back to Europe.
Yeah.
He thought it feels like he thought it was gonna be sweet, because in that interview, his answer, he goes like, "Oh, I thought I was gonna, make a big impact, and I went in there thinking I'm gonna score, and this and the third, like,
And he did nothing.
and he did absolutely, he did nothing to warrant
How many
even
goals
a
he
call.
scored?
One.
That's it. Like,
He scored one goal in the Leagues
Pathetic,
Cup.
bro.
so it's just
509 total minutes in all competitions.
That's insane.
like, you were
He
getting-
has remember we did the math last year. He had under 300 minutes in MLS.
he's barely used, bro. Like,
Yeah, he played 2 NYC2 games in the Leagues
and
Cup.
sucked there. Like,
Stunk it up there. I went to that game.
Yeah.
like
I went to those games. He
That was the
not
raining game, right? It was raining crazy.
in the
One of them, yeah,
One
it
of
was
them, yeah, the
raining
second
crazy.
one. Yeah.
Like, he didn't want to acclimate. It didn't feel like he wanted to be.
But he
there.
also said, to be fair, that he had, everybody knows he had visa issues. That's why he had such a late arrival. And he said that he wasn't fit when he got here. And he blames it on that. But he also hinted is like the visa issues wasn't because of me. It was because of them.
He said paper or
Meaning
something.
NYCFC. He put the blame on us.
He's a kid. He's not
As
going to
to
take the
why
blame, bro.
he had visa issues.
Yeah.
And why he arrived late.
Yeah,
And that's what he said. Like, in that league, they care more about your fitness and stamina than
your skills.
Than your skills.
Which is, I don't know.
Which is
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is
very
totally
very
accurate,
accurate
for
for-
MLS.
Yeah.
Completely accurate. Because
That's the American way. You
Because
running and running and running.
Dax
and running and
McCarty
running.
made a career, almost 20-year career, just being the super hustle guy.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, yes, I fully agree. In this
Crazy you bring him up on this podcast.
you know why? Because fuck him.
I'm going to bring you up just so I can say fuck you.
Yeah.
Hate runs
Hate runs deep.
deep in this podcast. Yo. Hooligans had him on their pod.
And I
Yeah, 'cause
And
he-
I commented, boo. I think I had like 48 fucking O's on
I
that
was like,
shit,
y'all better
yo.
be wearing your rings.
Nah.
That's a good one, yo.
So, Mijatovic might be on his way out.
I think he's going.
Did we touch on Barraza leaving? Before,
Oh, but I said left
Wicho Barraza went to DC,
DC,
United.
yeah.
Bro, they just signed another goalkeeper.
yeah,
immediately after they got him, too.
So-
so he's probably not going to start.
They signed, I believe he's South Korean.
the goalkeeper they signed?
Yes. He's South Korean, plays for the national team. Yes, he's South Korean because Jurgen Klinsmann, sorry. Jurgen Klinsmann, when he was the manager of South Korea, he gave him his debut.
Oh, if he's getting minutes like that, then yeah, you number two.
Yeah, he's definitely number 2.
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
Wicho, what do you...
that dude is
Sorry,
coming
man.
here.
And
to
we sorry,
literally
go ahead.
get. I'm just saying, like if he's number 2 in South Korea, he's coming here to get burned, to get noticed.
Yep.
So yeah, nah.
So that goes with a couple of days ago. Was it Tom Bogert talking about Matt Freeze? Shout out to Matt Freeze, who's in the U.S. Camp Cupcake
Word.
January camp.
Finally made it.
Who they're saying that there's interest for several countries in Europe, which I didn't even know he has a European passport.
He has a German passport. Yeah.
Whoa!
Mr. Freeze, bro.
No one brought that up.
No one brought that up.
So now he has a German passport. So if some of these clubs in those countries, I think it was like German league, I think it was Belgium.
They just said they say German for sure, and I think
it was 3 leagues.
there's 3 leagues, but they're in Europe.
So either way, in my mind, I'm like, whoa, could he be leaving?
Yeah.
Is there a possibility we leaving? I think if he leaves, doomsday.
I don't think he leaves. I'm gonna be honest. I don't
Doomsday.
think he leaves. I think it's just
Listen,
right
we
that
just
he
signed
garnered.
another keeper, yo.
That's where I was getting at.
That's
But
what
we
we
just
lost the
said-
keeper.
Yeah,
Huh?
but,
We lost the keeper.
yeah, but now we got 4 on the
Now we
roster
got-
again.
yeah.
Yeah,
which
bro,
is
it's 2 in the 2s and ours.
the 2 keepers are different keepers.
We have Rondo, right? Romero, new guy, and Freeze.
Yeah, but the 2s have another keeper also. They usually have other keepers also from the academy who move up to there. You know what I'm saying? But
I feel like we have the same amount of keepers we had last year.
yeah, which was a lot. We said this last year, which was more than normal. It was more keepers than we normally should have.
Yeah. I don't think he leaves.
3
this year.
keepers is more than enough.
Now next year,
4 is crazy, and last year we had 4, which is crazy. And this year I thought I was gonna be good with 3.
Yeah.
Think about it, in years past, we only had 3.
Like-
When we won the cup, how many keepers we had?
Barraza and
We had 3.
What's his
What's the white
well,
dude's name?
He's the DC goalkeeper coach.
Well, no, technically no, because Rondo was part of the team.
Rondo was not on he was on the 2 team, bro, or if that. He was not on the first team. He was not in WWE. He was in NXT, bro.
Dutch. He's German and Dutch clubs are looking at Freeze.
Boom. Oh yeah, Dutch clubs, yeah.
So I mean, strong interest. He's bro. We see it firsthand. It's like I feel like Matt Freeze is going in right now for us into the, and I'm not comparing the strength of his position or what he means to the team yet, but the trajectory of like a Tati story arc with us. We clearly see the skill that this guy has. He's gonna get poached at some point.
Yeah.
We just got to enjoy it right now for as long as we can until we can figure it out because he's
He
literally
could do 1 or 2 things. He could do multiple things actually, but one thing is stay with NYC forever and be one of the greatest goalkeepers in MLS history.
Yeah.
Win things, win trophies, be one of the top goalkeepers in the league. Or he could go on a European adventure, and who knows where that could go? That could go
Yeah,
to
that
the
could go anywhere.
Yeah, to the moon, bro.
all the way to the moon, or it can't. It might not.
Yeah, I say if he gets a lot like if his USA call ups become now more frequent, and somebody gets in his ear of like, yo, dude, I think you could get that number 1 shirt. I think immediately the federation starts selling him to European teams. Like, hey, we want this guy playing European football. Look at him.
So now we signed this kid from Toronto.
Yeah,
who's been on like this is like his 16, bro. Whose majority of his first team minutes have been in USL side Louisville. It's like
what's his name? Just a Greg backup. Something.
He's a backup. I got you right now.
This kid right here. The only thing that concerns me now is I don't see a clear and obvious.
I want you to say that name, bro.
Second string keeper. You know, we don't have like that Luis Barraza to Sean Johnson or Luis Barraza to Matt Freese or Matt Freese to Luis Barraza. We don't have that guy right now. With all the keepers we have.
Yo, I
was waiting for Sanchez to finish.
I can't wait to hear because I want to see your face of like you looking at the name and you're like,
hold on, let me see the first name again.
Yeah, I want you to try the name.
Aubrey.
You looked at the name like, yo, like I don't know if I got this.
I got this in me, man. I want to say like jujitsu at the ending.
Just give it a shot.
Ron, what is it?
Shoot from the logo, bro.
Ron Jensen.
Ron Jensen?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go with Ron Jensen.
Let me see
Ron Jensen.
Let me try this. Greg is his first name.
Greg is his first name with a last name Ron Jensen.
Because you missed that one. Okay, his last name is Ron Jitsing. There's a Singh, there's a Jit, and there's a Ron. Ron Jitsing.
Ron Jensen.
We're gonna split it.
He I'm not gonna say what you said earlier. Never.
He has a bit of an accent to him. I forget. I don't.
He's from Toronto.
Is he? Oh yeah, he played for the Canada team. You think?
No, he played for Toronto. I think also.
Nah, but
he's
Canadian. Just backups to backups.
He's from Toronto.
Yeah, he just backups to backups, bro.
But
I think Rondo maybe comes up and becomes a number 2. Nope. Him and Romero got to fight for it.
There's him too. There's literally a 3-way battle for second.
3-way dance.
I'm with it.
No, I'm not with it.
I'm with it
because none of them are competent.
On day 1, I'm with it. I'm here to let the fire burn.
No, bro. No, it's
to burn
because we're like one international call up away, one player being sold away, an injury away from having one of these 3 guys who have very little experience, bro.
I'm just having fun with it, but
it's concerning how we don't have a clear and obvious competent second string keeper who can play first team minutes.
So this is what I'm saying. If we're going in the like you said mentioned earlier, if we're in the route of bringing people up and promoting from within, this is another opportunity to do so.
Oh yeah, of course, but it doesn't mean it's not concerning, especially in this position where like the strength of the depth it's not clear. It's not. It's
and given how last year went, we're very dependent on that position.
Yeah, so it's that's the only thing concerning. Maybe one of them shuts us up and says like I'm the number 2 and I will be. And actually, I'm battling for 1.
Yeah, fuck it.
I'm gonna push.
I'm with them.
Let's get
last year.
You never know, bro.
Last year didn't show that. Last year didn't show that. So
I'm glad that Freeze didn't even need that.
They couldn't even bump Barraza out of being the second. That's how low on the totem pole it was.
I think,
but you never know. People level up all the time. You don't know what we're doing.
I want to give Rondo the better.
Fuck Drake. Fuck Toronto.
The better for that. But
the sentence, bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Bam.
You don't know. We not out there. We don't know what these people are doing. So let's be positive with this.
Yeah, I think it's an opportunity. It's just what it is right now. Yeah. An opportunity to showcase.
Because right now we still have Freeze. There's nothing to worry about right now.
But it's all about the depth. Like just how in other positions we always had questions of depth. The keeper is a position that we also need to have.
You know what?
Our depth locked in.
Yeah.
Because outside of that, like I said it last season, and the contracts prove it that we have the most players under contract in the league on the roster. So I said it at the end of last season, don't expect a large turnover unless people are sold out.
Yeah.
You know, like the players that were here last year, it's basically the same roster.
Everybody.
At least the starting position, starting 11, It's basically the same thing. We're basically coming back.
Yeah.
We're running it back with the same 11.
Malachi seems to be back, so if he's
Which is
full 100%,
great.
Which is great news. Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
immediately in the
Shouts
starting
to him.
rotation. Like,
Because he's gonna be pushing for that starting position.
there's one,
You know,
the only position though that requires it and that needs immediate filling is the central defensive mid, the position for James Sands.
Yeah.
And I think
There was rumors of somebody there, but it's still rumors and they're not really.
I think since Justin Hack is still on the roster, I think he's gonna get a legitimate chance to lose that starting role. Yep.
I think
as the James we play the same style where we need that defensive midfielder position style of player. The closest guy we have on the roster is Justin Hack. Andres Pereira, excuse me, is more of a attacking presence.
he's a Keaton backup for the
An
moment.
attacking presence rather than sit back in the hole and as a destroyer. I think Justin Hack has that killer instinct in him. And he played a lot of minutes towards the end of last season
My money
to say that to not be like, hey, he's the guy who's going to fill that role.
My money is out on February 22nd. It is not Hack starting.
I think it's him.
That's where my money would go.
I say it's Justin Hack. Unless we sign if the person's on the roster, it's Justin Hack. If we don't bring nobody else to full level, it's Justin Hack. And I'm going to call it Justin Hack is playing. And you know what? Give him a shot just how the team gave Luis Barraza a shot to lose it. Let him lose it.
Let him lose that spot. Yeah.
Let him lose the spot. You know?
I'm down to see it. I don't think that he's gonna be that guy. I'm
gonna be this year unto proven wrong. I'm gonna be Team Justin Hack because he gets a lot of hate. But hey, man, he played a shit ton of minutes last season.
Yeah, he did, yo.
I think he's
For the most part, it was really good and out of position. The man plays center back, bro.
No, he shut. I wouldn't say he fully shut people up, but he definitely quieted
Some of the doubts.
Some doubts on folks.
Yeah, some opinions
changed.
Volumes went
throughout
down.
the year.
Yeah.
It's just for something in me just tells me that I feel like they're gonna try to replace that position with someone that has like proven themselves somewhere else in that position. This is not based on any rumors. It's just me and my.
At the end of the day, if that's what happens, that means we're signing players.
Yeah.
That means we're showing initiative as a front office to try to fill voids, and it shows like okay, we're taking it serious. We're going for it. You know what I mean? Those things are good. So even if we bring someone in and Justin Hack still beats them out for the position, it doesn't matter because that guy is going to push him. They're going to battle for the position.
Yeah.
Maybe towards the end of the season, just how Alinich kind of took the spot from Gray. Maybe that guy by the end of the season, by the time he adapts to the team, to the system, maybe he takes over the role. You know? But either way, it's still a positive thing if we sign somebody in. If we bring somebody in, it's great. It's a good thing. No matter from where they come from, what part of, if this league or elsewhere, it's still a good thing if there's someone there to battle for that position.
I agree.
You know?
I agree.
I say we get into this interview.
Yes.
From so we can get a little insight on let the people know a little insight on Pascal Jansen, his style of play, style of coaching.
It's honestly fun conversation. Like Brian is well versed in Pascal Jansen.
Yes, he has he was in a YouTube. You found him on a YouTube video
with
when he was rumored to go to
Rangers.
To Rangers,
yeah, and
that video was pretty good too.
Pascal, and he, you also, if you tuned into the Five Borough Footy, did like a X, or what do they call it now? Like when you go and just talk spaces.
Yeah,
they did a space with him. But he real insightful, really fun conversation. I think we're gonna learn a lot about who Pascal is, and I think after talking to him, you can only be excited for what's to come.
All right, so let's get into that real quick.
Bam. All right, guys. Cool interview that we have for you today. We have Brian Wijker from the Netherlands, who is not only an AZ fan, but he also covers the team both on a podcast and also for a newspaper, who's here to tell us about our new manager and what we as NYC fans are to expect from him. So, Brian, welcome to the pod. Uh, if you want to give us a little bit background about yourself and a little bit more background about what it feels to be a fan from AZ.
Thank you very much. Big pleasure. I work as a journalist. I cover all kind of sort of news, but I have a weekly column about AZ Alkmaar, one of the bigger teams in Holland. Not as big as the giant three, PSV, Ajax, and Feyenoord, but a little bit below them. And of course, Pascal Jansen, your new manager, he worked for 4 years at AZ, or actually 6 years because he was 2 years an assistant. I've seen a lot about him. I have a lot to say about him. AZ it's hard to compare with New York City FC because the European football and football in the States is still a lot of differences. But AZ are a club that's always in Europe. I think 18 out of the last 21 seasons they were in European competition, Europa League, Conference League. So you get a manager with a lot of experience in he built up in a few years, but excited to see him work there.
So I have so with that, there's something that I know the leagues are not necessarily in. I would call it the same class. You could say because European football plays a little different. But one thing that from reading up recently about with JANSEN and with PASCAL, and AZ, is that you guys do have one similarity is that you guys don't keep your talent. And my question, one of my first questions for you is how did PASCAL deal with that as a manager, where you can have this big turnover in your team, but you're still being competitive year in year out? What is it about him that allows for that, whether it be his tactics or just the way he coaches, manages? Like, what do you think of what is it about him that allows for that continued success through turnover?
It's easy to work at AZ in that case because AZ are a well-run club with probably one of the best youth academies in Europe. So they have a group that won the UEFA Youth League. That's the Champions League for the youth 2 years ago. And the good thing at AZ is that when you lose players, there are always young talents knocking on the door. And even if they start playing for a few years and they leave, then there are other young talents knocking on the door. Pascal Jansen, he had a very tough ask every single season because in the summer, AZ always lose 4 or 5 of their best players. So actually, he can't build a team for several years, but he has to start over again every single season. So that was a big challenge for him, and he did that quite well because he lost some big names, and every time he still managed to get the team back in Europe.
And what is it? So, what do you say is what drives that? Like, what allows that in for him? Is it his tactic? Is it that he plays this sort of? I know he was Arnslaut's assistant, so does he play this sort of aggressive football that just pressures teams, or is he holding back a little bit? What can you say about his tactics that can sort of get us excited? Because we've had a sort of a style here that the league knows we as fans are expecting to play, which is a sort of not necessarily tiki-taka total football, but we like pretty football. We like great short passes. We like link-up plays, but we also like to be on the ball. We want to pressure teams. Or at least we're working towards that last year. Is that something that Pascal would bring to this team, especially being a young team at that? We're one of the youngest teams in the league.
I think he used his wingers a lot with crosses to the striker. I think that was something that he always used. He played with a number 10 actually throughout his tenure. So he's an attacking-minded coach. But you all already mentioned Arne Slot, who was now the coach at Liverpool, and Jansen worked as an assistant under Slot. but also Slot was an assistant with him. They worked together under another coach, and Slot is more attacking, like all guns blazing. So attack. And Pascal Jansen is more keen on stability. So he played at AZ, especially in his last season, with two central midfielders, and then a number 10 in front of them.
Mm.
So he wants to have control. So he's not defensive minded. He wants to attack because he's a Dutch coach and he plays 4-3-3, but he wants stability. That's the first point where he starts.
Wants stability. That's good. I had a question here, real quick. At times we've gotten coaches in the past who were a bit more stubborn minded in their ways. I'm going to play this way. It's my way or the highway.
Okay.
What kind of adjustments can we see from Pascal? Will he adjust it? The reason I bring this up, Yousef will tell you, we play Red Bull. Our team is young. This is our 10th season. Literally every single game, they play one way. They are attack.
Yeah.
Some of our coaches have adjusted to that. Others don't. And we've gotten killed pretty badly in the past for that. So I'm wondering, what kind of mindset does he go in when he has to go into, let's say, a team like Red Bull who play that attack very heavy?
Yeah, he's not afraid to adapt to the opponent. I think that's something.
Thank God.
Yeah. But as Dutch coaches are always focusing on their own strength above the strength of the opponent. So they always focus on what they can do themselves. But I know AZ played in the semi-finals of the Conference League a few years ago. They played away at West Ham United, who have, of course, much more quality on the pitch. And then they got back and almost won there in London. It was a mistake of the goalkeeper that cost them in the end. But there were big games. AZ knocked out Lazio in that season in Europe, and he tried to use the counter attack with quick wingers and let them come. So not pressure till you get killed, but try to do it a little bit different. Yeah. So he can adapt to that. Yeah.
So if the match calls for it, he will not necessarily tell him to fall back a little bit, but he'll say, hey, what our normal is not really what we should be doing today. That's good, because stubbornness is like that is the name of the game for NYC coaches for some reason is stubbornness.
Yeah, it's just stubbornness. It's like, oh, we're gonna play this. Oh, well, this team is stronger in this situation. We're gonna play it our way. And it's like,
so we play into their strengths sometimes. which unfortunately doesn't work out. You guys actually have you've had some Americans, because there's somebody in the league now that used to play for you guys. I think was managed under Pascal. Was Mihailovic.
Yeah, true. Yeah. I think he signed him.
Yeah,
but he did not really got his full opportunity.
God, yeah, he's back in the stateside. You keep saying that he likes to do wing play. So the way our wingers are set up now, we have a very young winger who unfortunately got injured last year, Malachi Jones, but he's fast. He's pacey. He's great on the ball. But beyond the wingers, we've sort of been playing this in this fullback system where our fullbacks are really who go up and cross, and then our wingers kind of just cut in a little bit. Would that need to change with under Pascal, or is it more of a smoother transition back to regular wing play and keeping our fullbacks further back, or is it more he sends everybody forward?
I think that will be quite similar. I think that's what we have seen at AZ as well. You had a left back who was very good with the left winger, so they formed a couple, and on the other side as well, a tandem we call it in Holland. I don't know if that's right in English, but
tandem duo, right?
Yeah, like the bicycle. So
tandem.
So that's what he wants to do. But he had the personal for it, so I think he will look at his players and what he thinks their strengths are, and he will decide his play style on them, I think.
I had a question too. Obviously, this podcast was started. All of us were supporters of the club. Um, what are the supporters? What were their thoughts on the coach, and especially when he left? Like, was it positive?
Is
Was
it
it negative?
Alkmaar? Yeah. Everyone here was relieved. That sounds a bit negative, but that's also how Dutch football fans are. So you can do it good enough here, and especially when you come after Arne Slot, who almost got AZ to the title. The season was cancelled due to COVID. They were neck on neck with Ajax, so there was no title winner in 2020. And then Pascal took over, and what I said, he lost so many good players and had to build every time again. I think the big criticism he got in his last season was that he was rotating too much. So when there were players not performing, he didn't give them the time to try it again and again. But then he changed, and then that didn't work out, and he changed again, and people were a bit tired of that. So, but you can never do it good enough here. So especially AZ fans, they are very critical, and
Sound like New Yorkers.
but
Yeah.
so
New York.
he will be used to it. So
Yeah, he's
he's
used to that
used
one.
to it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This is good. I'm excited for him. Not the
But
fact that he looks like my older brother. So it's like,
Yeah, I would say if you shave your beard, you are exactly the same person.
I might be short in height, but I saw him. And I was
Yeah.
like, damn, he looks like family.
Yeah. But
I'm rooting for him.
Next thing you know,
I have to say, that was how AZ fans were looking at it. Actually, the whole everyone else in the country was devastated by the decision of the board of AZ to sack him. So,
also he was sacked. He didn't leave for the team in Hungary. He was let go.
no. He was sacked because of bad results in
Okay.
January last year. So just 1 year ago, and then I think he started in Hungary in the summer. So he was only there for 5-6 months. Yeah.
Oh, that's. I thought for some reason I thought he had left on his own
No.
for another opportunity. All right, because New York is within the, let's say, the American sports media fan world. New York is very rare in its own right. We're not necessarily like the rest of the country. When we'll boo you, we'll get at you if you're doing bad. Like, for instance, last night, I don't know if you follow basketball, but the Knicks were playing. They're our local team, and we're playing horrifically against the best team in a different conference. But they were playing really bad. And before the halftime, they were getting booed like crazy because once we see something good, we expect it to be that. That is what we want. We don't expect anything below championship caliber, anything. Even when so it's just who we are as maybe ego, stubbornness, but I don't know. It's just how we are. I don't know how to describe it really, Dave. Maybe you have a word for it, but we have as fans, we're just always demanding of our sports teams to constantly perform, even when we know for a fact that they can't. We still think we still go at those matches thinking you need to find a way to win. I don't care if you have to punch somebody. You have to find.
I think it's just passion. I think the correct word would just be New Yorkers have a lot of passion for their team, whether it's baseball, whether it's American football, whether it's basketball, whether it's NYCFC. We're passionate. We're a passionate fan base, and we expect a lot. So we're hoping, Jansen provides. It sounds like, he's got a great resume, a young resume, but a good one. I think he can thrive in this league. So I'm hoping he does well.
How is he with media? Like, is he calm? Is he, like how
Diego
is he?
Simeone?
Yeah.
Simeone, the complete opposite of Simeone.
Okay.
I would say he's very calm. you could describe him a little bit boring, because we at AZ we had managers like Louis van Gaal, Ronald Koeman, Dick Advocaat, very big names in the sport, and especially someone like Van Gaal. Every press conference is like a musical. It's always joy and surprise around the corner. And with Pascal Jansen, you get what you expect. So he gives you the answers you expect. But he doesn't like to let you look into his cards. So,
yeah, you could say
but
Cushing was like
he's
that.
very calm. Yeah.
Our last guy
On the
was like that.
sidelines, yeah, and on the sidelines he's like that as well. So he's standing, sitting, standing, not complaining too much with the referee or the fourth official. He's very calm, and that's actually it is a plus, because I don't think it really changed a lot if you are bouncing on the sidelines and make it all about you. But when the results are bad, you want to see a manager that is passionate. And
some people might not like that too much. If things aren't going well and the coach is kind of just chilling, sitting down, sometimes people like, hey, rally up the troops kind of thing. And all right, we'll see. So we got some stuff to talk about, Yousef.
Yeah, because that right there is a lot of people, when they don't see the manager, like, at least talk to the fourth official.
Yeah,
immediately goes into, oh, then he's not caring, or
exactly,
or he doesn't care. Look how
like,
he's acting. He's sitting down. He doesn't.
It's
care.
nonchalant. The game is.
He just let it happen.
Yeah, they're just letting it happen. They're not arguing for their players type of thing. So, because one thing about our fan base is there's a core group of them that are quick with the out banners. So it happened to our last manager. Even sometimes he'll
the
go
last
to
two manager, even our manager that we won the cup with. It was like tell them to get out as immediately. So.
Yeah.
Here they have the AZ fans have shouted Jansen rot op a lot of times, and rot op that means, I don't know if I can say that, but that means fuck off. So the whole stand was singing Jansen fuck off, and then the manager of the opposition was complaining about that on the press conference after the game, but because they were also waving with white tissues the whole stand, that means
like giving up.
You have to go. Yeah, you have to go.
No!
And that happens. That happened 2-3 times, and then results got better, and everyone forgot about it, and then it came back again. So, but he's been at AZ for 4 years, so it's a very long time. I think normally managers are not staying longer than 3 years, so
that's
maybe
good.
Maybe they needed a fresh mind.
Because here we have another co-host, Sanchez, who unfortunately couldn't make it, but he tells us all the time, he's like, MLS is a 3-year cycle type of league, where every 3 years you gotta expect something changing in your club. So we maybe just 1-3 in a year with Pascal at AZ, but for us that gives us a little bit of comfort, because we're going into 2027. We're opening up our new stadium, so we're expecting sort of this revitalization of the club, and with a lot of youth. And something I want to touch on real quick is the youth part of his coaching. We have a ton of youth talent. NYCFC, if I think right now, if you look at Bundesliga, I think we have, as an MLS club, we have the most academy and players sold to Europe. Lazio, Tati Castellano, their starting striker, is our guy. Scali in Mönchengladbach, who's had a breakout year, he's one of our guys. You go down the list and you'll see people. Reina is one of our guys. A bunch of people that have passed through NYCFC are now getting quality minutes in Europe. Richie Ledesma at PSV came by here for a little bit. He wasn't from here, but
Jack Harrison too.
Jack Harrison, another one.
Yeah.
But in the last couple of years, we're kind of we see a lot of the young guys in our academy or our two team that are not getting a lot of minutes, unfortunately, or not getting or on the bench. For instance, like we had Chris McFarland who is leaving now, and we wanted to see them play because we see the talent. Is he someone who's going to give these kids a chance, or is it more of a hey, you can come and train with us, but you're not going to see first team minutes? Like which one? Which one does he go? Which side of that does he land on?
He will definitely give them a chance because he's a youth-minded coach. He worked as the head of the youth academy at PSV Eindhoven for I think 2 years or something like that. He's been in the youth system for a very long time as a coach because when he arrived at AZ in 2018, just before that, he was the coach of the second team of PSV. So for a very long time in his career, he's been in the academy. So and at AZ, he also gave players an opportunity. The only thing was that there was a big group of big talents at AZ who just made their debuts when he before he started his managerial career at AZ, and then the next group took a little bit of time between it before they were ready to come. So, but he definitely has an eye for that. Yeah.
Okay.
So, don't worry.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So it is something that we want to see. We definitely want to see our youth pull through. So I think one of my last questions here when it comes to his play style is you said that he has this aggressive or forward minded play. What would be the one position on the field that you have to say this position needs to be top quality in order for like they cannot have it has to be the star of the team almost in order to have his offense or his team go? Like, what's the position on the field that needs to be solid in order for his whole play to go?
I would say the defensive central midfielder.
Okay.
Or the number 10, because at AZ he used his number 10 for actually the whole time he was there. It was the same player for 4 years that he used. And he was a big worker, he was not the most technical, talented, gifted player, but he was a worker who made a lot of meters and was a bit the guy between the defense and the attack. And I think that's something he will look for. I don't know who's your number 10.
So
he's older now.
He's old, yeah. Maxi Morales is
Maxi Morales, yeah.
Really,
not sure how much minutes he'll see this season.
Yeah, like Santi Rodriguez is kind of his replacement, but they don't play the same. Santi drifts out wide from the middle, whereas Maxi is more of controlling the ball through the middle.
More of a traditional number 10.
Yeah, he's a more traditional. He's Argentinian. Okay. He's more traditional. One thing that gave me a little concern from what you just said, though, is that central defensive mid is a need. And we literally just loaned our guy to St. Pauli, who, just like you said, he does the dirty work, the quiet game. Like he's not going to be he's not flashy, but he does everything you want him to do in order to allow you to go forward. He does the dirty work, and we literally just let him go on loan and need a replacement ASAP. So that
was before Jansen signed.
Yeah, it was literally the same week. Yeah,
that same week he ended up leaving. So
okay.
So it's a little bit of a concern, but hopefully the team has a plan because we knew that we were going to lose him to Europe at some point.
I guess my last question would be if there's anything else that the supporters, the club, the fans should know of the coach. If you wanted to express anything else, maybe we might have missed out.
Yeah, he's a big Denzel Washington fan.
Oh,
okay.
He's from New York.
Is that true?
Yeah, he's from New York.
Okay, he's talking about Denzel Washington his whole life, even before New York City FC was in the race, and he's always talking about one speech of Denzel Washington is about falling forward, if I'm correct, That's one speech of Denzel Washington he's always mentioning.
We got to look it up. We're gonna have
Yeah,
to
you
look
gotta
it
look
up.
that one up. Yeah.
Not take risk, but people are always saying you have to make sure that there's you still leave something behind you where you can go back to if something goes wrong. And he says you don't have to fall back, but you have to falling forward. Okay, you have to see it. My explanation would not be good. Yeah.
No, we're definitely gonna
we're gonna look it up.
And his mother was a famous singer in Holland.
Yeah,
she's actually from from London, and her mother was I don't know the right word in English, but she doesn't know her parents. So Pascal never. It's difficult to say what his background is.
Okay, he's Dominican, so
that's
it out.
Yeah.
He's family,
yeah. So maybe you have the answer.
Yeah. We'll take a minute. We'll start a rumor and we'll just go from there. You heard it here first on our podcast.
Pascal Henson. You got to say with the little Dominican Spanish accent.
Yeah. That's it.
No, Denzel.
Oh yeah, man, that's cool. Hilarious. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm gonna start calling him King Kong. King Kong ain't got shit on me.
But but we're all excited as a fan base. I think this is the first manager we have with real European experience. So we're excited to see what happens here. Our pitch is small, but our fight is big.
Yeah, I really hope that
I
he will be
like
successful.
That. You've been working on that.
A little bit.
Our fight is big. That's fucking funny, yo.
Oh man.
Right, thanks for coming on, man. Appreciate
no problem.
Whenever you're in New York, man, just look us up, just message us, and we'll. I don't know if you drink, but we'll buy you a pint. And
some days,
and then if you're here during this, come during the season, let us know, and we'll come to a match.
Yeah,
I will definitely do that. Yeah,
Brian,
and hope you win the MLS.
We'll try. We're trying. Let people know where they can find you. If I know we have a bunch of folks that have heritage from out there. So I don't know if they're AZ fans, but you can let people know where they can find you.
Yeah, now find me on X with just my name, Brian Wijker.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, guys, again, Brian, thank you for coming on, and see all of you guys whenever we see ya. Right. Peace.
And we're
back. Good seeing Dave from the past there,
How you doing? You haven't aged a bit. I'm sorry I couldn't make it, guys.
It's all good, brother. It's all good, brother.
The European time differences kind of had us a little bit, a little too early, right? So I took a nap right after that. I'm gonna be honest with you, brother.
Bro, it was like 11 o'clock in the daytime.
I was tired. It was a long night, the prior night.
Okay.
It was
okay.
A lot of drinking.
I'm excited for the coach. I think I see a lot of positive in him. He fucks with the youth.
Apparently he's a big fan of Denzel Washington.
Yeah,
Denzel Washington,
which is funny.
Apparently he can't stop talking about Denzel Washington.
Yeah, he quotes him
all the time.
Really?
Yeah, he said he quotes him a lot.
So,
King Kong ain't got nothing of me.
So. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You gonna shoot me? I love that movie, man.
Apparently that was improvised.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, but he said that what was it? I'm blanking on the director's name. I know it's trash, but
Training Day?
Yeah.
Who the fuck directed
was
Training
that?
Day?
Wow, I'm blanking on it.
I'm blanking
That's the dude that crashed too, right?
He did also.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm blanking out because this can't be. But apparently the director who
to keep up with Denzel and in current events, John Q. Great
Antoine
Fuqua.
Fuqua? Is it
Fuqua? Yeah, Antoine Fuqua.
John Q. Great movie.
You liked it?
About the healthcare situations going on in this country. The HMOs.
Yeah.
Fucking doctors. You know what I mean?
Intense.
But no, Pascal, I just feel like he's our most accomplished manager, you want to say?
You know what? That's a good thing to point out. Let's go in the track record. Jason Christ.
Would you?
I would consider him as here's my criteria when I say most accomplished. First team managing. You were where the buck stopped when it came to the coaches, right?
Okay.
With that, he is our most experienced coach that we've had.
Jason Christ, only MLS experience. Patrick Vieira,
Academy for the academy
experience. We were the first team as head coach. Dominic Torrent, we were the first team he had coached in 30 years.
And the other one was just
it was like a boyhood neighborhood team.
And he did that as a favor.
Ronnie Dyla, yes, he has success in Celtic, but besides Celtic, I don't want to say besides Celtic, like it's a small thing, but outside of Celtic, there's not much that he did.
He would be the person you would have to put like the graph of like
he will be the next one.
Yeah,
after
like,
that.
I would argue that Dyla has more experience than him. I mean, he won the top flight with Celtic.
Yeah, but it doesn't take much to do that.
Yeah, but he still did it.
And still got fired, which is the craziest thing ever.
I think being in European football and then like you did 4 years out of I know.
Hold up a second. This dude Pascal Jansen, he got European experience as well.
No, I know.
He for what it's worth, he went to was it Europa Conference League semifinals a few years ago at AZ Alkmaar when they was that the year they played West Ham?
Yeah, they played.
Yeah, and they lost by mistake.
Yeah,
From the keeper.
yes.
Yeah. So
This team that he's on now, that he was just on now, in
the Hungarian team,
the Ferencváros,
who is now coached by Robbie Keane.
who's now coached by Robbie Keane, ex LA Galaxy. They're in the Europa League, getting ready to get out the group table stage or whatever that thing is called. So
It's fun. It's good time. A lot of what Brian said.
Yeah.
It is enough to excite us as a fan base, and that's why I feel like coming into this year, I'm typically on day one for us for the season. I'm typically up, but I don't want to go into the season thinking like, oh, we're not gonna do well. I want to put if youth growth is gonna be what we're gonna focus on.
Yeah.
Then that's my benchmark for right now. It's like, all right, cool. This year's gonna be the fight for the youth.
Fight for the youth.
The youth gets to fight for a spot.
I got the name of the episode. The Youth of the Nation.
Youth for the nation.
We are. I got him. We are.
I'm gonna put Nueva York.
The Youth of the Nation.
The youth of Nueva York.
That could work too.
Get a little Benito in there.
Little Benito. Little Benito action.
The album, bro.
One thing, hold on, before we get into that real quick. One thing I am excited about is I've grown to love that style of playing with a traditional number 10. Pascal Jansen loves that.
That's for him. It's like
That's for him. That's his whole vibe right
maybe
there.
we get some Maximo Carrizo.
That's what I'm saying, dog.
It's that moment.
It could be his time, bro.
Like I said, worst case scenario, we at the end of the year coming up, we see the direction we're going.
Yeah.
And the growth that's been made, because I fully expect growth to happen. The players we have, like even players like Julian Fernandez, I'm blanking on the other kid's name.
And the other dude, that fucking what was his name? He came from Crossing.
Help me out here, bro. You on the pod too?
What are you talking about?
Yo, preseason 4 for us. Hold on, I can't remember his name, bro.
Even like people like Santi Rodriguez, like just take their game to the next level, bring up a notch, teach them to get better at their positions.
That's what you gotta do.
You gonna give us? You got the name?
You know what's crazy? The app
It's trash.
doesn't fucking show you where the players are. I got you. Keep talking because I'm looking. I got you.
Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Preseason form, guys.
Just
What happened?
bro.
The news?
No.
No. It's more of the what's this dude? Oh my god, what's this?
This is pretty bad right now, buddy.
Yeah.
Ojeda, there you go.
Yes.
Alonso.
Oh, you're
yeah,
talking
Ojeda.
about
Like
Trapito.
yeah, Trapito. There you go.
There you go.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, guys.
Bro.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
What are you watching over there, son?
Gangster.
What you watching? Gangster shit?
Gangster grizzles.
No, mames. Oh, you watching some crazy shit.
But yeah. So
Motherfuckers nuts.
that's gonna be. I feel like that's the theme of 2025. And out there, like
Growth.
Growth is youth growth.
Youth.
Personal, spiritual, team, front office, player wise, fan wise,
Yeah.
support wise.
Support-wise,
This is the
need
year.
it. We need it. Yo,
This is the year.
reinvent yourself, bro.
This is the year
Reinvent
where
it.
everybody that listens, everybody who consumes New York City FC in their life,
Yeah.
as a
Hell
fan, as a supporter, everybody has to better themselves this year.
Yeah.
Because 2 years the stadium is rocking.
Yep.
And you know what's the best way to open up a stadium is to win a chip at home.
Yeah. Kind of like the Yankees did.
Kind of like the Yankees did.
Like
the Mets
not-
don't know about that.
Not
How you
kind
doing?
of.
I know.
Not kind of.
Yeah.
Just
Like.
Yes.
Just.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like the Yankees did.
so
Correcto.
I think
None of that. Oh, City Fields a vibe. Nah.
No
27th ring
no trophy's been lifted there.
was lifted day one.
Yes.
So
Oh, season one.
yes. So
Let's get it.
this is the year for everybody involved. I think this coach, the vibes going into the season are different from the past 2-3 years.
Yeah.
We're actually positive right now because the unknown isn't bad.
That's the beauty of it. The unknown.
go-
It's just
Yeah.
unknown, yeah.
So-
So why be pessimistic about it?
sometimes ignorance is bliss.
You know why have that negative energy out there?
Put my hands up.
Let's manifest our own destiny
It's above me now.
and be positive.
Let go and let God, bro. Let go and let God.
We don't know when we're gonna have the next episode out.
Nope.
Hopefully, within a few weeks, couple weeks at least.
Probably less than that.
And unless something happens, unless we sign Neymar or some shit, we'll be back immediately. But besides that, let's get out of here, bro. It's freaking late.
It's late,
It's
bro.
officially mid-January now.
Holy fuck.
Well,
You know? Listen, guys. I can't wait. I'm glad to see you
Yeah.
guys. I haven't seen Dave since last year,
Yep.
which is
It's
nice
been
to
a
see how you
while.
man,
been a
my man did the
while.
dad joke.
I did.
Did the dad joke, didn't you? You
What?
couldn't hold it.
What?
I haven't
That
seen
he
you
saw
since
you
last year.
Since last year. Yeah.
Couldn't help.
But it's also a fact.
Couldn't help
yeah.
yourself. Couldn't help
Dad
yourself.
jokes.
It's also a
Dad
fact.
jokes.
Happy New Year to everybody,
Happy
right?
New Year.
Happy New Year.
Let's go 2025
Mid-January.
season. Let's go. Let's kick it off.
Take us out, Dave.
Tenemos cero. Yeah, though.
Cero
All right, guys. The
miedo.
NYCFC Forever podcast. We will see you guys on the next one. Peace.